part of Operation Spartan Shield. Mayor Sergeant Lucas is a valued member of the department, and tonight I'm requesting the promotion of Sergeant Ryan Lucas to the position of lieutenant within the department.
Liz, why don't we bring Sergeant Lucas onto the screen?
Okay. Sergeant Lucas. Come on. Yeah, okay.
Are you doing it from your phone or here?
You guys have a little.
Are you doing it from your
Yeah.
phone?
Take that off.
If there's a cell phone too close, that's what's doing it. If there's a cell phone too close.
Why don't, Sergeant Lucas, why don't you turn on your video though, so we can see you?
Yeah, he's a panelist, so he should be able to.
Sergeant, you are muted and we cannot see you.
So you have to pick up.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, maybe he has to stay muted, but at least he could turn the video on.
Video on.
Where's my video? Here we go.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Now we can see and hear you. That's good. folks.
Success. It's regrettable that we can't all be in person because I know that your family would love to be here and all the other officers in the department, but we have to make do. We certainly didn't want to hold up your promotion. We appreciate everything you've done for the department the last, 17 years, and you have really distinguished yourself. So the board, I don't know if you heard everything that the chief said about you.
Yes, I did.
Now, but we would like to read this resolution and implement the promotion. In Brian's absence, Ralph, would you read the first resolution, please?
Sure, it's my privilege. Resolved that Ryan Lucas is hereby appointed as provisional police lieutenant effective January 7th, 2022, and continuing until the administration and the results of the required civil service examination with a semi-monthly salary of $6,601.01, and in accordance with Suffolk County Department Civil Service rules and procedures.
Second. Proudly.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. So now if you were in person, we'd be pinning the lieutenant's badge on you, right, Chief?
We would,
And
Mayor.
everybody would be jumping up and down, congratulating you.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Chief. And thank you, Mayor and the Village Board.
Thank you.
We know you're gonna be a great
Congratulations.
help to the chief leading the department.
Now you got a lot of work
Yes.
to do.
Yes, that's okay.
Well, thank you, and congratulations to your family as well.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, Liz, why don't we
Brian.
return? Yeah, good. And let's find Detective Prescott.
Let's see if we can get him up on the screen.
There we go. Oh, no. No.
You have a couple people here now.
I know. Wait, okay.
Oh, what just
Prescott,
happened?
I know, just, there, okay,
Gotta give Liz the benefit of the doubt. This is her first day.
Okay, so wait, I gotta find, all right.
It's under Prescott. It says Prescott.
I got Prescott, okay, asked to unmute, okay, I sent him the ask to unmute, he's a panelist. But I don't know why,
Brian, if you can unmute and accept the video, that would be great.
And then Liz, if you could just return the other individuals to the
yep,
attendee status.
I'm working on it.
Teeman is here too, and attendees.
What'd you say, Brad?
Oh, the other Brian is in the attendees list too. Maybe you can pop him over.
Oh,
Is he? Okay.
right.
Oh, yeah, there he is, okay.
There we go.
There's Brian.
No,
Brian,
damn these people.
Our first Zoom meeting for- in a while, and we're trying a new system. So bear with us, please.
Brian, you remember when this is like when you ride your first bicycle? You fell down a lot?
There you are. Oh,
Okay.
I wish we could be in person. I really do. But unfortunately,
Okay, now,
so why don't we,
okay,
Chief,
there.
why don't you tell us what you want to say about Detective Prescott?
Mayor Detective Brian Prescott has been a member of the department for 18 years. Prior to working here, he served in the NYPD for 5 years. While here in West Hampton, Brian has been a field training officer, assisting many of the new officers in acclimating to the department. During his employment here, Brian has also served briefly on the East End Drug Task Force, where his attention to detail made him a valued member of the team during a complex investigation. Brian was promoted to detective in 2019, but has been doing investigations here since 2017. Brian's calm demeanor and law enforcement knowledge has made him a valued member of the team, and I find many of the younger members often turn to Brian for advice and guidance. Mayor, I'm requesting a resolution be passed for the promotion of Detective Brian Prescott to Sergeant.
Well, I know the board's in favor of passing this resolution, and we just, why don't we
got
do
it.
that now?
I got it.
Okay,
I'm reading this with a lot of pleasure. Resolved that Brian Prescott is hereby appointed the position of police sergeant effective January 7th, 2022, with a semi-monthly salary of $6,174.05 in accordance with Suffolk County Department of Civil Service rules and procedures from certified eligibility list number S21SR534.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations, I just think this has been, I'm so happy that you took the exam. I'm not surprised at all that you scored so well and that you're now officially in a leadership position, because you have acted like a leader in the department up until now anyway. So, congratulations to you and your family. And, again, I wish we could be doing this in person so we could all clap you on the back and congratulate you, but we'll have to save that for another day. Look, Brad's doing a happy dance.
Congratulations, Sergeant. You are muted there, Brian.
Look like.
No, I think he's unmuted, yeah.
Is he?
Okay, he's unmuted.
Oh, you had to mute him. Brian, congratulations.
Brian, none of your audio is coming through. Just give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I know. it's
There you
not-
go.
I'm muted, but it's not coming through.
Yeah,
Brian,
Congratulations, Brian.
Yes, congratulations.
We'll see you around, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you gotta get uniforms all the time.
Okay, so now,
Andrew,
Andrew.
I think I already made him a,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah. we have
yeah,
them right
be
there.
there, yes, yeah.
The
Yep.
last but not least
Yep.
promotion. Officer Kerwin.
Mayor, Police Officer Andrew Kerwin has only been a member of the department for 5 years, but has already made a big impression, not only in the department, but in the West Hampton Beach School District. P.O. Kerwin was tasked with being one of the first SROs in the West Hampton School District. In my opinion, solely due to Andrew's efforts, he has turned the program into what I believe is one of the most successful SRO programs on the East End. His presence in the schools has created a bond between the district and department, and the benefits of the program are expanding every day. Besides being the department's SRO, he is also a field training officer and general topics instructor. Mayor, I am asking a resolution be passed for the promotion of Police Officer Andrew Kerwin to the position of sergeant.
Well, that would, again, be our pleasure to do this. Well, why don't we read the resolution and then we can make our comment.
Ready? All right. Resolved that Andrew Cohen is hereby appointed to the position of Police Sergeant effective January 7, 2022, with a semi-annual monthly salary of $6,174.05 in accordance with the Suffolk County Department of Civil Service Rules and Procedures from Certified Eligibility List Number 21, Sam Robert 534.
Brian, you there to second?
Yep,
Second.
he did.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I with pleasure.
Congratulations, Andrew. Yeah, I've known Andrew since he was in preschool. I didn't want to say that when we first made him an officer and embarrass him, but you've been here long enough that now I will. And he's always been, very serious and looking after people and really defined the position of SRO. And we're just proud of you for that and happy to be able to promote you to sergeant.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. So thank you, Mayor, Chief, and the board. I really appreciate it.
If
Congratulations.
anybody else wants to say anything, feel free to jump in.
Congratulations, Brian.
It's well deserved, Andrew.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So,
Yeah, and I want to congratulate Brian and Andrew. Very well deserved, and thank you so much for all your hard work.
Thank you all so much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Sergeant.
all good things for the police department coming up.
Absolutely. Thank you again,
Okay.
Mayor, for your support and the support of the board. It's greatly appreciated.
You're
You're
welcome.
very welcome. And when this pandemic lightens up, we're all going to go out and celebrate.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
All right, so let's go back to the agenda. We were supposed to start with a public hearing tonight on the smoking prohibitions. We've discussed these at a couple of work sessions, and then our village attorney, Steve Angel, drafted them for us, and we've discussed them. And so now we'd like to know if anybody from the public would has any comments about it. We're just basically prohibiting the smoking of cigarettes and marijuana, any kind of smoking devices in village-owned parks, greens, beaches, playgrounds, and the marina.
Wait,
That's basically it. Steve, did you want to make any remarks about this draft
I
policy?
think, did you open the public hearing, Mayor?
Oh, I forgot to do that. I need a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Just the mayor sort of explained it. I mean, really what we've done is we've drafted for the board's consideration a local law that limits smoking of tobacco products and cannabis in certain places, in the streets and sidewalks of the B1 district, in public buildings or within 50 feet of public buildings. within 50 feet of the toddler park, I believe, and within 50 feet of an area, the green area along the Parlato Canal. I think that's pretty much it, right, Mayor?
Yeah,
That's the law. It doesn't prohibit it anywhere else, only in those heavily traveled public spaces.
All right.
mhm. You know, I feel it's an appropriate thing to do, especially now with the cannabis being legalized. That, you know, we're just trying to keep it away from areas where people are relaxing with their families. So why don't we open it up to the public? If there's anybody in the attending the meeting that would like to speak, please raise your hand and Liz will let you in. You click on the button that says raise hand.
Nope, nobody,
Nobody's raising their hand. Okay.
no.
Does anybody on the board or our department heads have any comments about this?
Well, I think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, we talked about it in detail.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if there are no further comments, then I need a motion to close the public hearing.
So
And
moved.
make a motion, we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the balance of the resolutions then. Liz put them up on the screen in case anybody needs to refer to them. We already did 1 through 3.
Mayor, do you
Brian,
want
it's
me
your
the
turn if you're feeling up to
resolution?
it.
You want to read the resolution for the local law first?
It's at the end. I
Okay,
believe Liz put it at the end of the agenda.
yes, she did, but, okay.
Okay,
Two or more.
Yeah, if I could pass it on, I'm
Ooh.
feeling under the weather.
yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Brian, for even rallying enough to attend the meeting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we really need to get some rest.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
Brian, we'll do all the readings, so you don't have to worry about it. You can just
Yeah.
second.
we got it. All right, I'll
Thanks.
start with resolution number 4 then. Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby authorizes the hourly pay rate change from school crossing guards from $12 per hour to $14 per hour, effective January 1, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolved that the minutes of the Board of Trustee meeting of December 2nd, hereby 2021 are hereby accepted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolved that the trustees report for November 2021 and the Police Department Building Inspector and Justice Court report for December 2021 and are hereby accepted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolved that the general election of the Village of West Hampton Beach, New York shall be held on Friday, June 17th, 2022 at the Village Hall, 165 Mill Road, West Hampton Beach, New York, between the hours of 12 p.m. noon and 9 p.m. prevailing time, and the offices to be filled are Mayor, 1, for a term of 2 years, Trustees, 2, for a term of 2 years.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Gotta
Aye.
keep the gang together now.
Resolved that the proposal submitted by Johnson Electric Construction Corporation for the 2022 traffic signal maintenance at a cost of $765 per month is hereby accepted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approve the taxpayers below to receive an age exemptions, disability with the limit income exemptions, clarity exemptions, veterans exemptions, and volunteer ambulance and firefight exemptions as indicated for the tax year of 2022-23 tax year. I'm sorry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolved that the warrant for January 2022 in the amount of $340,364.72 for the general fund and $939,885.64 for the capital fund is hereby approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Whereas from the accounts of unpaid taxes hereto are returned by the treasurer of the Village of West Hampton Beach, New York, to this board for the tax year 2021, 2022. The taxes still remain due and unpaid after due notice and demand on each of the property owners for the payment of said taxes. Whereas no action has been commenced to recover said unpaid taxes and no sale on account of said taxes has therefore been held pursuant to law, and therefore let it be resolved that such unpaid taxes shall be collected by the sale for taxes as provided in Title III of Article 14 of the Real Property Law of the State of New York, as it was in effect on December 31st, 1994, pursuant to Article 4 of Chapter 161, Taxation of the Code of the Village of West Hampton Beach, Chapter 602 of the Laws of 1993, Chapter 154 of the Laws of 2012, and Chapter 512 of the Laws of 2015. And resolved that a copy of this resolution duly certified by the clerk shall be transmitted forthwith to the treasurer of this village with the account, affidavit, and certificate of such unpaid taxes, and that the village treasurer, upon receiving such an account of unpaid taxes and a certified copy of this resolution is authorized and directed to cause to be published in the official newspaper of the village once each week for 3 successive weeks, a list of statement of the real estate upon which said taxes are unpaid, as shown in the tax list, with the amount of the tax, a $25 advertising fee, interest and charges thereon, and also a notice that the tax lien for such unpaid taxes will, on a day subsequent to the expiration of said 3 weeks, to be determined by said village treasurer and specified in said notice to be sold at public auction at a place in said village to be designated by the village treasurer to discharge the taxes, $25 advertising fee, interest, and charges aforeseen, which may be due thereupon at the time of the sale, and that said village treasurer at the time and place specified in said notice proceed with the sale of the tax lien for such unpaid taxes as above set forth, and continue at the same from day to day until the sale is completed. Resolved that in all cases where no bid shall be made on a tax lien so offered for sale or amount sufficient to pay said taxes, interest and charges, the said tax lien shall be deemed to have been sold to and purchased by the said Village of West Hampton Beach, New York. Be it further resolved that all remaining unpaid taxes for the year 2021-22 shall be collected by public sale to be held on Tuesday, March 15th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. in the office of the village clerk treasurer, and such unpaid taxes be advertised in the Southampton Press, issued dated February 24th, 2022, March 3rd, 2022, and March 10th, 2022, in accordance with this statutory law.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Authorize payments of damage, whereas a village resident suffered an injury in his left foot by stepping on a nail on a boardwalk entrance at Rogers Beach on August 16th, 2021, and whereas the village has been presented with a request by this resident for a reimbursement of the costs he incurred as a result of his injuries in the total amount of $808.74, and whereas the resident submitted expense document to the village verifying the injury and the cost incurred as a result of said injury, and whereas said the request submitted to the village clerk's substantiating conforms to the requirements set forth in Section 50E of the New York State General Municipal Law, and whereas the village board finds that it is in the best interest of the village to reimburse this resident his cost for the injuries he suffered to his left foot on August 16, 2021, in return for a general release. Now therefore be resolved, the Board of Trustees hereby authorize the payment of $808.74 to this resident as a reimbursement of the cost incurred by him as a result of the injury to his left foot on August 16, 2021, on the boardwalk entrance at Rogers Beach in the village of West Hampton Beach. And the incident of the above authorization payment is a condition of this resident signing a general release in form suitable to the village attorney, accepting such payment in full, satisfying of all and any claims.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolve the Board of Trustees hereby authorizes the payment of 2021-22 tax year property tax reduction in the amount of $1,986.72 to the property owners. Could we make that plural, Liz?
Yes.
Specified
Yep.
by the New York Supreme Court as a settlement of small claims.
Second with the amendment.
All
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with ADP for the time management system for time and attendance tracking at a monthly cost not to exceed $300 per month for the village staff and public works employees.
And you have a second?
Rob?
Aye. Second, sorry.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Rob, you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
One more,
Yeah.
one
One
more.
more,
One more.
15.
Yeah, resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby accepts the proposal from Motorola Solutions under the NYS contract PT 68722 in the amount of $11,603.40 for an upgrade of the older Motorola radios to be taken from the GL account code Apple 3120.2 police equipment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And one more.
Yep.
Whereas this board has advertised a local law enacting the addition of Chapter 131, prohibition on smoking in public areas, to the village code, and whereas pursuant to the New York Public Health Law, Article 13E, the state of New York granted the authority to local municipalities, including villages, to prohibit smoking in certain outdoor areas. Whereas in 2021, as part of the legalization of cannabis, New York State recognized the negative impacts that marijuana smoke can have to individuals by expanding Article 13E of New York State Public Health Law, Clean Indoor Air Act, to include cannabis. Whereas a public hearing was held on January 6, 2022, and whereas all persons present at the meeting have had an opportunity to speak on behalf or in opposition to the proposed local law or any part thereof. And whereas after due deliberation, the Board of Trustees of the Village of West Hampton Beach deem it in the public interest to prohibit smoking in certain outdoor areas within the Village of West Hampton Beach. Now therefore be resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of West Hampton Beach hereby enacts and adopts local law number 1 of 2022, a local law enacting the addition of Chapter 131, prohibition on smoking in public places, to the village code to prohibit smoking in certain outdoor areas within the Village of West Hampton Beach, and that the Board of Trustees of the Village of West Hampton Beach authorizes the mayor to sign the local law annexed, and that the Board of Trustees of the Village of West Hampton Beach hereby authorizes the village clerk to certify the local law annexed as a true and correct enactment adopted by this board, and to forward it in proper form to the Secretary of State for filing. And be it further resolved, this local law shall be effective immediately upon filing with the Secretary of State of the State of New York.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, our first local law of the year. It's a good one. All right, well, that brings us to the public comment portion of the meeting. Would anyone in the, any of the attendees like to make any comments or have any questions for the board? Liz, anybody have their hand up?
No, no hands up.
I
There's,
think you could let them both in and then.
all right, there's Mrs. Levan
No. They don't want-
and Mr. Moore, so they both have been promoted to panelists if they want to say anything. Okay, they both have to unmute themselves.
Yeah.
Or they have to accept that they're panelists and then unmute themselves if they
Yeah.
choose to.
Maybe they just wanted to watch.
Joan did, so
Was-
she's unmuted. Joan, you there?
No, she just muted herself again.
Oh, okay.
All right, well,
Yeah.
good meeting, guys. Thank you. And
If there's
if
no
nobody else
further,
has anything they want to talk about, then,
Mr. Moore commented, thank you, good meeting.
oh, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
he also wants to know what's for dinner.
Very funny.
I can't figure out how to comment.
But
Just,
we got
Well,
you
we
now.
can hear you,
But
Joan.
we can hear you now. You unmuted yourself and then you have to turn your camera on too.
How do I do that?
Next to the mute, there should be a video.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
All right. Click on it. It'll take the red bar out of it and then you should be
Huh.
able to,
Not to speak, that's all right.
Hmm.
well, we
Start
can
my-
hear you, Joan.
Start,
You-
start. I know, but I
There you
don't.
are.
There you go.
you're on the
There you
screen.
go.
I thought Steve wanted to see me. That's why I was trying to do it. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank
And
you,
keep
Joan.
Keep up the good work.
Oh,
right.
we will. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan.
Thank you, Joan.
All right, well then, that's a wrap. I need a motion to close the meeting.
I
Make a
move we
motion.
close the meeting. Oops,
Second.
sorry, Steve.
That's okay. You got it, Ralph. So, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, good night,
Ralph, we
everybody.
gotta get your,
Night.
See you next time.
Good night.
Well,
we gotta get
Brian.
your video
Good night.
working.
He's gone already.